If you are in Europe, it's definitely also an occasion for you to see many cities.
Why did you decide to meet your friend in Prague instead of France or Italy?
When I was attending university, I was living in France, while my friend Iris, my best friend from high school, was still living in Italy, where we're from. So we wanted to see each other during our university years, but it was very hard for her to travel from Milan to Montpellier. So we decided a city to meet in Europe, and that was Prague in Czech Republic.
How did you organize your trip from Montpellier to Prague as a student?
To go to Prague from Montpellier, it was not that easy as expected because the airport of Montpellier is very small. The biggest airport in the south of France is the one of Marseille, but that one also didn't have a direct flight. So at the end, I ended up taking a flight from Montpellier to Bruxelles and then from Bruxelles to Prague. I found the flight in Skyscanner.
Was traveling around Europe easier than you expected while you were studying abroad?
Yes, definitely traveling around Europe was much easier. Now that I am in Australia, I realize that Europe is very small compared to all the other continents. So if you are in Europe, definitely the best option is to travel as much as you can and visit as many cities as you can.
How much did a trip like this cost? And it is affordable today?
This trip didn't cost me much. I think the biggest part were the flights. We stayed in a hostel, so we saved money thanks to that. Food is also quite cheap in Prague. We used to eat a lot of food in supermarkets that we find on the way with a small price.
What was your accommodation like in Prague?
So for sleeping in Prague, we wanted to be in the city center because it's the place where you can walk around easily and see everything without the need of transportation. So we chose a hostel. We got very lucky because we booked a room for 4 people, but it ended up not being anyone in the room. So it was basically a private room at the cost of a shared one.
What was your favorite hidden spot in Prague?
There was a beautiful place in Prague. It's on the hills outside of the city. We went there by bus and it was a private house of a man. It's full of paintings of beautiful fairies. You have access to free wine while you wander around his house and see all his painting. It's very famous. It went also on the newspaper, but I don't remember the name. So if you find it or if you have been there, please write it in the comments.
Did anything go wrong during your trip?
Unfortunately, yes, there was something that went wrong. I put my smartphone inside the pocket of my jeans, and when I went to the toilet, it just slipped through and fell inside the toilet. So it was all wet, and at the time I thought that the best solution was to put it inside the rice. So I asked rice to reception and I put the phone inside rice for all night. And then I discovered that was not the right solution because the phone didn't work anymore. So I lost a phone and I gave the memory card to my friend and she lost it as well. So I basically lost all my picture of the trip, but I realized that the most important thing is the memory.
What happened to all your photos from that trip?
I lost most of them. But the good thing is that I had posted some in my social media, in my Facebook page. So I still can see some pictures that I posted there and I have them there. I really recommend for you to post something here and there of your trips. So in case you lose completely a memory or a hard disk, you have at least a few of them there. But of course, the most important is the memory of the trip. That is always gonna be in my mind.
Are you still sad about losing those memories?
No, I'm not sad. I was very sad at the beginning for a few days, maybe 2 weeks after the trip. But now that I look back at the time, for me, it's just a funny story. So if something happens to you similar like that, remember that everything's gonna pass and it's just an object. Everything is in your mind.
What would you say to a student who think they cannot travel during university?
that you should really change your mind. University years are the best time to travel. I said that in other videos and I'm really convinced of that, because you have so much free time if you can organize yourself properly, and if you are in Europe, it's definitely also an occasion for you to see many cities. And don't think about it. Try to travel with a backpack, find the cheap deals in Skyscanner, and travel as much as you can. Don't think about money, don't think about time. Think just about now is your life and you should enjoy it. In the future you're gonna have more commitments. Now it's the time of your life. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I am Letty and I am telling you in my videos how to travel and giving you the strengths and the most advice to travel. Let me know which country you want me to talk next, or just guess which one I have already in my mind.